Hello, and welcome to this discussion. Today, we're exploring an important and bold decision made by Ethiopia, a decision that has raised many questions. Before we begin, this video is sourced from an article available on dallowellfinance.com. For more detailed insights and additional context, visit the website. Now, let's dive in. The debate between gasoline and electric vehicles is a hot topic worldwide. Which one is better? Well, let's put that debate aside for now. Here's the real news. Ethiopia has made a surprising decision to ban the import of non-commercial gasoline vehicles. That's right, no more gasoline cars for personal use. Instead, the country plans to transition entirely to electric vehicles. It's a bold and ambitious move, but it also raises some big questions. Is Ethiopia ready for such a massive shift? What challenges does this decision bring? And what could this mean for the country's economy and daily life? Let's take a closer look. Let's start with the reasoning behind this decision. Ethiopia's government cites three main goals. The first is reducing hard currency usage. The country spends heavily on importing gasoline. EVs could help save hard currency, but only if the transition is successful. The second reason is environmental benefits. Ethiopia hopes to reduce carbon emissions and improve air quality in its cities. But the scale of this impact remains uncertain. Finally, there's renewable energy. With vast renewable energy resources, Ethiopia could power EVs cleanly. The challenge is making this energy accessible. But here's where things get tricky. Ethiopia faces significant obstacles in making this plan a reality. First, there's a lack of infrastructure. EV adoption depends on reliable charging stations. Right now, these are scarce. Second, affordability is a major issue. EVs are expensive, far more than gasoline vehicles. Without subsidies, they're out of reach for most people. And third, there's electric grid reliability. Frequent power outages make EV charging unreliable and add pressure to an already strained grid. Other countries have faced similar transitions. What can Ethiopia learn from them? Take Vietnam, for example. Gradual adoption, paired with incentives, helped Vietnam avoid economic shocks. In India, affordable EVs and public transportation electrification have driven adoption. And in Kenya, renewable energy has been leveraged to support its EV market. Ethiopia could do the same with the right investments. To make this transition smoother, Ethiopia could take a phased, strategic approach. First, start gradually. Introduce bans in phases, giving time to build infrastructure and reduce costs. Second, invest in charging stations. Prioritize reliable chargers and grid upgrades in urban and rural areas. Third, make EVs affordable. Subsidies and tax breaks could bring EVs within reach for more people. And finally, educate and train. Mechanics need training, and the public needs to understand the long-term benefits of EVs. Ethiopia's plan to ban gasoline vehicles and embrace EVs is bold, maybe even necessary. But is it realistic? The challenges of affordability, infrastructure, and grid reliability make this transition far from simple. With careful planning and a phased approach, Ethiopia could pave the way for a cleaner, more sustainable future.